Canada just scrapped its national EV mandate. And no, this is not just politics. This could mean how much you would pay for your next electric vehicle. This would also shape the future of Canadian electric vehicles in the next 5 to 10 years. Welcome to Canadian Motor Vibe. My name is Malhar. Here we talk about cars, electric vehicles, and a lot more. Recently, Canada had strict plans. By 2026, Canada expected all new vehicle sales, at least 20% of them, to be EVs. By 2035, they expected this number to rise up to 100%. Now, automakers might have pushed back hard on this because this plan was too expensive, too rigid, and it disconnected from what Canadians are looking forward in the new vehicles. So Canada has announced new automotive strategy to protect Canadian jobs and position Canada as a leader in the next-gen vehicle manufacturing. So the manufacturers can now sell electric vehicles, hybrid EVs, or they can improve the fuel efficiency on gas-powered cars. On top of that, Canada government has also announced a $5,000 incentive on all electric vehicles, $2,500 incentive on the hybrid electric vehicles. Despite of this, the government has plans to invest a lot of the charging infrastructure. So does this policy really help the new car buyers? On paper, yes, the incentives do help. But the reality is far more different. Even after the rebates, the price of these electric vehicles are still very high, even if you compare them to the gas-powered vehicles. Even after the incentives, these electric vehicles are still out of reach for a lot of low to middle income families. And it doesn't just stop there. The EV repairs can be quite expensive, EV insurance costs are rising, and resale values can be quite uncertain. This is why a lot of Canadians feel that electric vehicles might not be a smarter financial move, they might be a risk. Now let's talk about something very real, Canadian winters. The winter weather can affect the productivity of electric vehicle batteries by at least 30 to 40%. And this is not just theory, this is reality for a lot of Canadian drivers. For condo dwellers and for someone who does not have a home charging, range anxiety is still real. The future vehicle sales forecasts are mixed. Some forecasts think that Canadians are interested in electric vehicles and the electric vehicles sales would be rising, while the other analysts say that the electric vehicle adoption would be slower, and without strong incentives and without an increase in the charging infrastructure, the EV sales may not rise, in fact they might slow down. So where does this leave us? EV interest and plug-in hybrid interest in Canada are really increasing. But without stronger incentives, without a good infrastructure for charging, and without early incentives, the EV adoption would slow and not accelerate. The new policy does help with the incentive, but whether it would really help the EV adoption within the next 5 years, that's still up for debate. The new policy promises on protecting affordability and Canadian jobs. But whether this new policy would enforce the EV adoption, that is something we would have to see within the next 5 years. So would you consider buying a new electric vehicle within the next few years? Let me know in the comments below. And please do like, share, and subscribe if you like this content.